Hello, everyone. Today, let's talk about something crucial: your health. We're focusing on diabetes, a condition affecting millions worldwide. Understanding diabetes is the first step towards prevention, management, and a healthier life. Why is this important? Because knowledge empowers us. When we understand how our bodies work and the challenges they face, we can make informed decisions. Diabetes is a complex condition, but we can break it down into manageable pieces. We'll explore its types, causes, and, most importantly, how to live well with it. This information is for everyone, whether you have diabetes, know someone who does, or simply want to learn more. Let's embark on this journey of knowledge together. Diabetes is a condition that affects how our body uses glucose, a type of sugar that's our primary energy source. Imagine glucose as the fuel and insulin, a hormone made by our pancreas, as the key that unlocks our cells to let glucose in. In a healthy body, this process runs smoothly. We eat, glucose enters our bloodstream, the pancreas releases insulin, and our cells receive the energy they need. However, in diabetes, this system malfunctions. Either the pancreas doesn't produce enough insulin, as in type 1 diabetes, or our cells become resistant to insulin's effects, as in type 2 diabetes. This leads to high blood sugar levels, which over time can damage various organs, including the heart, blood vessels, eyes, and kidneys. Understanding this process is fundamental to grasping the different types of diabetes and their management. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease, meaning the body's immune system mistakenly attacks its own healthy cells. In this case, the immune system attacks and destroys the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. As a result, the body can't produce enough insulin, leading to a buildup of glucose in the bloodstream. Type 1 diabetes typically develops in childhood or young adulthood, but it can occur at any age. Managing type 1 diabetes requires taking insulin injections or using an insulin pump to regulate blood sugar levels. Regular blood glucose monitoring, a healthy diet, and regular exercise are also crucial components of management. Living with type 1 diabetes requires commitment and careful monitoring, but it doesn't have to define a person's life. With proper management, individuals with type 1 diabetes can lead full and active lives. Type 2 diabetes is characterized by insulin resistance, a condition where the body's cells don't respond properly to insulin. Initially, the pancreas produces more insulin to compensate, but over time, it can't keep up, leading to rising blood sugar levels. Unlike type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes is often linked to lifestyle factors such as obesity, lack of physical activity, and an unhealthy diet. While it typically develops in adulthood, we're seeing a concerning rise in diagnoses among children and teenagers. Managing type 2 diabetes involves a multi-pronged approach. Lifestyle modifications are paramount, including weight management, regular exercise, and a balanced diet. In some cases, medications may be prescribed to improve insulin sensitivity or increase insulin production. The good news is that type 2 diabetes is often preventable with early lifestyle changes. By adopting healthy habits, we can significantly reduce our risk of developing this condition. Type 1 versus type 2, a clear comparison. Let's summarize the key differences between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Cause: type 1 diabetes is caused by the autoimmune destruction of insulin-producing cells, whereas type 2 diabetes is due to insulin resistance. The body doesn't use insulin properly. Insulin production. In type 1 diabetes, there is little or no insulin production. In type 2 diabetes, insulin production may be normal or even high initially, but it declines over time. Typical onset. Type 1 diabetes typically begins in childhood or young adulthood. On the other hand, type 2 diabetes usually starts in adulthood, although it is increasingly being diagnosed in younger people. Management. For type 1 diabetes, management includes insulin injections or an insulin pump, along with a healthy diet and regular exercise. Type 2 diabetes, however, can often be managed with lifestyle changes, though oral medications or insulin may be needed as well. Remember, this is a simplified comparison. Both types of diabetes are complex conditions requiring individualized care plans. Early detection and management, your path to wellness. Recognizing the symptoms of diabetes is crucial for early diagnosis and timely intervention. Common symptoms include frequent urination, excessive thirst, unexplained weight loss, increased hunger, fatigue, blurred vision, and slow-healing sores. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's essential to consult your doctor for proper diagnosis and treatment. Early detection and management are vital to preventing or delaying complications associated with diabetes. Managing diabetes is a lifelong commitment, but it's manageable with the right knowledge and support. Working closely with your healthcare team, including your doctor, nurse educator, and registered dietitian, can help you develop a personalized plan to effectively manage your condition. Living well with diabetes. Tips for a healthy life. Living with diabetes requires adjustments, but it doesn't have to limit your life. Here are some tips for a healthy and fulfilling life. Follow your meal plan. Work with a registered dietitian to create a balanced meal plan that meets your individual needs. Stay active. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity exercise per week. Monitor your blood sugar. Regularly check your blood glucose levels as directed by your doctor. Take your medications as prescribed. Don't skip doses or adjust your medication without consulting your doctor. Be informed. Stay updated on the latest diabetes research and management strategies. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Connect with others living with diabetes for support, motivation, and shared experiences. Knowledge is power. Spread awareness. Make a difference. Diabetes is a global health concern, and raising awareness is crucial. By understanding this condition and sharing accurate information, we can help others make informed decisions about their health. Talk to your family and friends about diabetes, especially if they have risk factors like obesity, family history, or sedentary lifestyles. Encourage them to get tested if they experience any symptoms. Supporting research efforts is another way to contribute. Scientists are constantly working to develop better treatments, prevention strategies, and ultimately, a cure for diabetes. Your health is your priority. Your health is your most valuable asset. By prioritizing it, you're not only taking care of yourself, but also empowering yourself to live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Remember, knowledge is power, and managing diabetes starts with understanding it. Stay informed, stay proactive, and never hesitate to seek professional help when needed. Take charge of your health today, and together, let's create a world where diabetes is no longer a barrier to a happy and healthy life.